You don't have to be strong to be loose.
That couldn't be more true. But you do have to be flexible to be loose. As a senior golfer, if you could physically get into this position passively, your chances for success on the golf course go up astronomically. Look, draw a plumb line right now from Paul's ear to his shoulder to his hip to his knee to his left foot. It's straight up and down. So that's the biggest challenge that you're gonna have with trying to replicate this swing. Here we go, baby. I'm Dr. Jake Berman, founder of Berman Golf, where we specialize in helping senior golfers move better so that you can gain distance, improve consistency, and play more frequently without aches and pains. We're gonna do a quick critique of Paul Wilson's effortless golf swing from a physical therapy standpoint. Let's get into this. This is gonna be a ton of fun.
Then right here, in no way am I trying to hit, or here, trying to help the shot. My arms are powerless. I just let them go along for the ride.
So if I just relax this and I don't turn anything else on, and then I just do what Paul usually says, which is turn your hips, fire your hips, that's great if you got the technical ability to deliver the club face to the golf ball. But if you don't have the technical level and you just try to turn your hips, spin your hips, you're gonna spin out of it, you're not gonna have any power, the dispersion's gonna go everywhere, and it's not gonna work, and you're gonna get frustrated, and it's just not going to lead to good golf.
My grip's on, but my pressure is maybe a 2 out of 10. My arms are just hanging here. They are at 0.
Your brain has to do something, like it has to focus on something because it knows that you're struggling with distance. If you weren't struggling with distance, you wouldn't be watching this video. I like the idea of the arms being loose, but if the arms are gonna be loose, you gotta tighten something else up because your brain knows that there's a restriction here and you want the ball to go far. So at address, let's activate the core. Let's get that core firing by pulling that belly button in towards your spine. And then let's think about a tomato under your trail arch of your foot. So that right leg, if you're a right-handed golfer, under that right arch of your foot, you're thinking about squeezing a tomato. So my core is engaged and I'm starting to squeeze the tomato on that right leg or that right foot. Now I've got some muscles engaged and that will allow me to relax my arms and my hands. Paul, love you. Great coaching, great technical advice. The challenge that you're gonna run into is if you don't have the physical ability to be there in the first place, your brain's not gonna allow you to do it. You just have to add the physical ability so that you can do the techniques that he's saying.
Right here, that's number 1, okay? 320, 321, number 11, Rhodes Ranch in Las Vegas, and I just hit the ball basically almost to the middle of the green. So that's close to 320 with a powerful, effortless, pain-free golf swing.
Viewers, you guys are not in the same boat. This guy's driving a 300-yard green. Like, that's ridiculous. Like the pros on TV playing on Sundays are driving greens. Paul just did it. So this is one of the main reasons why I wanted to do this critique on this video, is because I can't tell you how many times that one of my clients will watch a Paul video, because we're all fans, we're big fans. I don't want Paul to take this the wrong way. But they'll watch a Paul video and come back and talk to me about the effortless swing, and I'm going, that's great if your technique is really close to perfect. The reality is 90 to 95% of amateur golfers, your technique is subpar at best. Subpar at best. And it's just the reality of it. It's the reason why a pro on tour is hitting a 7-iron over 200 yards, and we amateurs are lucky to hit it 140 yards, 150 yards. That's technique. 90% of my clients, 90 to 95% of my senior golfers that I work with, your technique is not even close to optimal. And then we got physical strength limitations, flexibility limitations, technical limitations. Then we're trying to do this effortless, loosey-goosey swing. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So here's the 7th time I'm saying it. I don't know how many times I'm saying it. Love Paul, love his stuff. I'm a big fan, been watching him for years. I just want my client to know, 70-year-old Bob watching this, who has a strength deficit in his right hip, has a flexibility limitation in his thoracic spine, and practices maybe 3 hours a week, you can't replicate what Paul just did. You just can't. Are you a senior golfer who has tried getting lessons, tried getting a new driver, tried doing stretches and exercises, gain that distance back, improve that club head speed, improve your ball striking, but you haven't gotten it yet? If so, this book is the missing link. I've literally written the book on how to help senior golfers move better so they can gain distance, improve consistency, and play more frequently without nagging aches and pains. This book was literally written for you, not a 25-year-old tour pro. And I'll give it to you completely free. The digital copy, all you have to do is go to gaindistance.com and I'll send you the digital copy of this 5th grade reading level filled with pictures and graphs, instantaneously implementable right here, right now. Gaindistance.com. Move better, gain distance, improve consistency.
Okay, I don't want to start off with any kind of strength or pressure in my arms. Okay, remember, we're trying to not hit with our arms. If you're not hitting with your arms, you know what you're going to do? You're going to start using your legs and hips because you have no other way to hit a golf ball. So turn your arms off to turn your body on.
I wish it were that simple, Paul. I really wish it were that simple. Abracadabra, turn it off. Turn that on. Like, where's the remote control for that? He is right, though. If you could literally have a remote control or a light switch, off, noodles, strings, on, power, turn, fast, power, this would be so much easier. But that's why I have job security. That's why this game is so freaking hard. It's not easy.
You got to get the strength level out of your arms. I know, it feels weird, feels different. It's like, wow, I feel out of control. Yeah, that's what you want, because we're not hitting anything. It's loose, it feels looser. Now, don't get me wrong, you're not going like this and flopping all over the place, okay? What I'm saying is, as we coil back, our arms are going to move because they're connected to our body. So start recognizing what's your strength level when you start. Maybe say that to yourself. Okay, get a ball ready to go, like this. And then just in your mind, think, okay, what's my grip pressure at, okay? Oh, let me think about my forearms. Like, are they all locked up? Yeah, you gotta drain all that energy out of there. Okay, so think about that. You know, if you have to go very slow, then do that. Slow, but less arms, just to get a feel for it.
How many of you can do that? How many of you are disciplined enough to actually take the club back slow and then bring it back down slow again and actually do it? That's very difficult to do. It's very difficult to have the discipline to do it. Great tip though. Really like that tip. If you could just listen to what Paul said right there. Take it back slow, bring it back slow. If you're usually averaging 100 yards with this club, try to hit it 50 yards with a full swing to get used to that motion. What you're going to find is it's going to be very challenging because of your strength and flexibility limitations. You got to fix the physical component first before you can do this phenomenal technical advice right here.
For it, kind of get the concept of letting go, draining the energy out of your arms, you know, then try to incorporate that into your swing. I'd probably be doing that with like a 7-iron first. And then, you know, the harder one is going to be driver, because you want to sit there and you want to try and be Rory McIlroy. And that is never going to happen if you're all locked up, okay? You're going to drain the energy out of your arms. Same thing, grip is very relaxed. Again, I'm like literally 2 out of 10 right here. Arms, 0. Okay, now I'm trying to not tighten my arm muscles, even with driver. Okay, very relaxed. I hit the top. I'm hitting that with my legs and...
Beautiful, again, beautiful. I mean, look at that left foot being planted perfectly on the ground. It didn't turn out. 7 out of 10 male senior golfers turn that left foot out through impact because you don't have the flexibility in that left hip. 7 out of 10 senior male golfers have bend in that left knee through impact, through the finish at the stance phase. Look at Paul right here. His left knee is completely straight right now, which it should be. His left foot didn't move at all, which it shouldn't. And he's got that plumb line again from ear to shoulders to hips to knees to ankle on the left side. It's just perfect flexibility and strength combination. So from a biomechanics standpoint, this is spot on. Spot on. The reality is, I've been doing this for over 10 years now. Maybe 5 people in my whole entire career have had the physical ability, meaning strength and flexibility combination, optimized senior golfers that Paul has right here. If you don't have this strength and flexibility efficiency, there's 0% chance that you're going to execute this technicality right here. You just can't do it. You're going to have to pull from other levers.
If you're trying to learn the swing I'm teaching, which I hope you are, because this is a swing for life.
So if you're 90 years old, like we just talked about right there, but you're stiff and you're stuck and your thoracic spine doesn't move at all and your hips are stuck in this V shape, you can't stand up on the left leg like we just demonstrated on Paul twice, there's no chance that you're going to be loose. You've got to work on the physical limitations first. SeniorGolfWarmup.com. You got to go do this stuff because this is what it does. It focuses on giving you the ability to do what Paul's preaching right here. You got to do the physical stuff before the technical stuff. Like, subscribe, share this, and check out this video if you want to get more information just like this on how you can do it physically so that you have a chance at achieving this technicality. Yeah.